In an era defined by unpredictable flashpoints and rapidly escalating global tensions, the United States Air Force's venerable A-10 Thunderbolt II, affectionately known as the Warthog, continues to demonstrate its lasting importance. Far from being a relic of past conflicts, the A-10 is undergoing significant modernization efforts to adapt to the contemporary battlefield. Recently, a critical milestone was achieved as a seasoned A-10 pilot conducted a live strike test following the integration of several state-of-the-art upgrades. This demonstration was not merely a technical exercise, it was a statement to allies and adversaries alike that the Warthog still flies with deadly intent. The pilot selected for the mission, a highly decorated Air Force captain with extensive combat experience in both the Middle East and Eastern Europe, carried the weight of high expectations. As global rivalries intensify and new theaters of conflict emerge, the role of durable and lethal close air support aircraft like the A-10 has grown more vital than ever. The pilot's mission was clear: to evaluate and validate the Warthog's newly enhanced capabilities in a realistic combat simulation, ensuring it can deliver precise, overwhelming firepower under modern operational demands. Preparations for the flight were exhaustive, reflecting the importance of the mission. At a secluded and secure U.S. airbase known for experimental testing, a team of dedicated ground crews worked tirelessly from before dawn. Every component, from the reinforced landing gear to the newly installed avionics systems, was checked and rechecked for reliability. The pilot, dressed in a freshly issued flight suit adorned with unit patches, performed a meticulous pre-flight inspection alongside maintenance officers, leaving nothing to chance. The atmosphere was electric, a mix of anticipation and professionalism. Inside a nearby hangar, high-ranking officers, aerospace engineers, and defense industry representatives gathered to observe the mission via live feeds and data transmissions. Their presence underscored the strategic significance of the test. Among them were developers responsible for the aircraft's new targeting systems and weapons integration packages. Everyone present understood that this flight could influence decisions about the A-10's operational future, funding allocations, and its role within the evolving U.S. force posture. The list of upgrades installed on the test aircraft was impressive. Key among them was a cutting-edge targeting pod capable of ultra-high-resolution imaging in all weather conditions, day or night. Enhanced digital communication systems promised near-instantaneous data sharing with other aircraft and command centers, while a reconfigured weapons pylon system expanded the A-10's capacity to carry smart munitions. These modifications aim to extend the aircraft's operational life, improve its strike precision, and ensure survivability against next-generation threats. With a confident stride, the pilot ascended the ladder into the cockpit, his helmet's heads-up display system flickering to life as he strapped in and initialized systems. As the twin General Electric TF-34 engines spooled up, emitting their signature high-pitched whine, ground crew members gave final thumbs-up signals. The powerful roar of the engines reverberated across the tarmac as the Warthog prepared to embark on its crucial journey. For many watching, it was a powerful visual affirmation of enduring American air power. Following a seamless taxi to the runway and tower clearance, the A-10 accelerated aggressively, lifting off into a clear, cloudless sky. The aircraft climbed steadily, banking sharply northward toward the expansive, isolated test range, specially prepared for today's trials. Inside the cockpit, the pilot conducted system checks while mentally rehearsing mission objectives. Despite the heavy burden of expectations, his demeanor remained calm and focused, a testament to years of rigorous training and real-world operational experience. The mission profile, crafted for the test, was designed to replicate the challenges of modern warfare. Simulated enemy assets included mock armored columns, fortified bunkers, and mobile air defense units strategically placed throughout the range. Each target posed a different challenge, requiring the pilot to employ a variety of upgraded capabilities. The objective was clear: demonstrate that the A-10 could accurately acquire, engage, and destroy multiple threats in a contested environment without relying on legacy systems. Arriving over the target area, the pilot activated the upgraded targeting pod and immediately noticed a dramatic improvement. The clarity and range of the imaging system were unparalleled, allowing rapid identification of enemy positions at standoff distances previously unattainable for the A-10. Leveraging the pod's laser designation capability, he locked onto the first target, a simulated enemy command bunker hidden amidst rocky terrain. Confirmation of the target was relayed back to the operations center within moments. Selecting the GBU-39 small-diameter bomb from the aircraft's arsenal, the pilot aligned the Warthog for an attack run. With surgical precision, he released the munition, watching through the pod's display as it homed in on its mark. Seconds later, a massive explosion erupted on the range, sending plumes of dust and debris high into the air. Cheers erupted in the operations center as real-time telemetry confirmed a direct hit. This first successful strike validated the accuracy enhancements brought by the new targeting systems. With minimal delay, the pilot swung the aircraft into a new approach vector, now preparing to engage secondary targets. Switching tactics, he transitioned to using the A-10's legendary GA-8A Avenger cannon. Designed to tear through enemy armor with ferocious firepower, the Avenger remains the largest and most powerful rotary cannon ever mounted on an aircraft. The pilot squeezed the trigger, unleashing a torrent of 30mm depleted uranium rounds onto a line of decommissioned tanks positioned in the valley below. The impact was immediate and devastating. The thunderous roar of the Avenger echoed across the desert landscape as the armored hulks were shredded in seconds. For the observers, it was a dramatic reminder of the Warthog's unparalleled ability to deliver overwhelming force in close support scenarios. Even as modern weaponry evolves, the brute firepower of the A-10 remains unmatched when it comes to supporting ground forces locked in brutal combat. Throughout the entire engagement sequence, the upgraded communications suite proved indispensable. Data about threats, target confirmations, and mission status updates flowed seamlessly between the A-10 and the command center. This enhanced situational awareness enabled rapid retasking and dynamic targeting decisions, critical capabilities in fluid and fast-changing battlefield environments where seconds can mean the difference between success and failure. Pushing the aircraft to its limits, the pilot then simulated hostile anti-aircraft fire scenarios, utilizing the upgraded electronic countermeasures. New radar warning receivers and automated flare and chaff dispensers kicked into action, demonstrating their ability to protect the A-10 from modern radar-guided missile threats. The systems worked flawlessly, allowing the pilot to evade enemy lock-ons and continue the mission without being forced to disengage. After completing the prescribed strike sequences, the pilot performed a rapid low-altitude egress maneuver, hugging the terrain to avoid simulated enemy radar detection. This high-speed dash showcased the Warthog's agility and resilience, attributes critical to survival in heavily contested airspace. With the mission parameters fulfilled and the fuel level approaching the reserve threshold, he vectored the aircraft back toward the home airfield for recovery. Touching down smoothly on the runway after over 90 minutes of intense flight operations, the A-10 taxied to its designated parking spot. Ground crews swarmed the aircraft, quickly moving to debrief the pilot and download mission data. Despite the intense pace of the mission, the aircraft showed no signs of stress or malfunction, another testament to the soundness of the recent upgrades and the aircraft's inherently robust design. Inside the mission debriefing room, the pilot removed his helmet, wiped sweat from his brow, and launched into a detailed recounting of the flight. His feedback was overwhelmingly positive. He praised the targeting systems for their speed and clarity, the data link for its reliability, and the threat warning systems for their critical defensive improvements. His only critique centered on minor interface issues, already flagged for software refinement by the engineering team. Engineers and system developers listened intently, taking meticulous notes and cross-referencing the pilot's experiences, with the technical readouts pouring in from the aircraft's flight recorder. Every system's performance was scrutinized, from weapon delivery times to threat detection responses. The comprehensive dataset would be essential for finalizing the upgrade package before wider fleet distribution and operational deployment. High-ranking Air Force officers in attendance expressed satisfaction at the test's outcome. In closed-door discussions following the debriefing, senior leaders emphasized the significance of retaining the A-10 in the service's inventory. Despite ongoing debates about the future of legacy platforms, the success of this modernization effort made a compelling case for the Warthog's continued relevance against near-peer adversaries. Global tension hotspots factored heavily into these deliberations.